Breaking news. Today is the 1st of September 2025, the day everybody has been waiting for to know the fate of Mazi Simon Ekpa. With this, I welcome you anywhere in the world you are watching this video. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this platform and you like what you are watching, kindly subscribe, like this video, turn on your notification bell to all notifications so that YouTube will suggest and recommend our videos. Here, we react to all forms of videos about what is happening in Nigeria and in Biafra land. I always like to put a disclaimer that here, we do not promote misleading information, hate speech, violent or instigating war. We are only here to inform and educate the members of the public about what is happening. I believe that right now, many people will be rejoicing, many people will be sad, but in everything, we'll give God all the glory. As long as you are alive to witness a new day, it is a reason for you to be grateful and be happy. So, this is a press statement coming from Dr. W0RST, the Deputy Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government. I have been seeing series of news going on social media. I was waiting for her to write something. I'm going to read it here right now. It's a press statement, September 1st, 2025. Biafrans reject the ruling in Finland as Finland acknowledged United States of Biafra, USP, independent, sentenced PM to 6 years, currently 3 years in jail, of which 9 months have been served in detention. This ruling will be appealed. Nigeria today stands exposed. Each state institute have collapsed and can no longer deliver justice or protect democracy. It is now clear that Nigeria has lost the battle to silence voices of Biafra through illegal extradition. A 6-year sentence, currently 3 years, to be appealed cannot extinguish the quest for self-determination. Instead, it proved that the United States of Biafra independence have shifted into the legal arena where right, justice, and the voice of the people. The recent verdict handed down by the district court in Finland regarding His Excellency PM Simon Ekpa has far-reaching political and legal implications beyond the individual case, by declaring that the pursuit of Biafran independence was carried out through illegal means. The Finnish judiciary has made a clear and honorable distinction. The issue at hand was not Biafra's right to self-determination or independence, but rather the method allegedly employed. This is a critical point. If the very objective, the independence of Biafra, were unlawful under Finnish or international law, the court would have had no need to qualify its ruling with reference to illegal means. Instead, by focusing on the alleged conduct rather than the political goal, Finland's justice system have implicitly recognized the legitimacy of Biafran Declaration of Independence as a political and democratic aspiration. Finland, as a member of the European Union and a signatory to the United States Charter, has once again affirmed the core principle of international law. All people have the right to self-determination. The Biafran people who declared independence through a democratic process are no exception. Thus, this ruling can be seen as not a rejection of Biafra independent movement, but as a direct acknowledgement that Biafra's right to independence is legitimate and lawful, provided it is pursued through peaceful and democratic means. The Biafran nation and its citizens around the world take note of this important distinction. The Finnish court has elevated Biafran independence and sovereignty from the margins of international discourse into the realm of recognized political system. This ruling will be appealed. So this is coming from Dr. W0RST. The reason why Simon Ekpa, according to what I read here and what I understood from the write-up, is that the means, the way he pursues the Biafra agitation was illegal. I know many people will be sad, many people will be rejoicing. I started noticing this foul play. Ever last month, they posted a picture you will see in this thumbnail, Simon Ekpa crying. Well, I don't know the joy people derive in seeing others in pain. This is what goes on in today's court. They have sentenced Simon Ekpa to 6 years imprisonment, which is, if it's being calculated, is 3 years for illegal pursuit of Biafra restoration. So I don't know what you have to say in the comment section. One thing I know in this world is this, that there is nothing good that comes easy. If it pleases you to rejoice over your brother's downfall, the people that will rejoice over this mostly, well, it is your choice. If you come out here and tell Linda, you see, it is your choice. What I know is that everybody have their problem. You have what is bothering you. Everybody have their problem. So you face your problem and let's see how this goes. They say downfall of a man is not the end of his life. It's only a lazy and a stupid man that will fall and will still remain there. And this is also a call for Igbos. Let's watch.
When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself sent a message before time through his own lawyer and asked them to discuss his plight, they were still scared. And the person they brought from South Africa came and spoke, and he never mentioned his fellow activist who's been detained in Nigeria, who has even won his own case. He wasn't bold enough to ask questions about him. Why is he still in detention? Tell me, why is it that Julius Malema dodged the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, never spoke about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's plight? That is why I tell you, all these people that call themselves activists, I don't trust them, not one bit, because none of them is sincere in what they are doing. It's about just their personality presenting themselves. And this same person that is going around, they are praising and shouting. Go and see what his people are doing to other Africans. Go and see what the South Africans are doing against other Africans in South Africa. I saw a video where they went up to the hospital. They were chasing people away from their hospital. People of African descent, they were chasing them away from them. They are not supposed to be in that hospital. They told the doctor, just give them a medicine and allow them to go and chase them out. So many videos, which I would, let me see if I can find some of those videos for you to see what is happening in South Africa. They went and brought someone who could speak eloquent. At the same time, left the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This bar association has Igbos there. They have people of Igbo descent. Let's just narrow it down to Igbo descent, not just Biafrans, who call themselves elite with different titles. They are members of the bar association. At a point in time, an Igbo man was the chairman of the bar association. But today, before their own very eyes, their own brother is illegally detained. Their brother is illegally detained, and they are so scared, so scared to talk about it. None of them have the boldness to speak about the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even when they have seen that the government of Nigeria has no credible reason to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spent 5 years still counting, and yet they are not bold enough to make him a topic. They are so scared. And these are the people you're supposed to call your leaders. The same thing is what the politicians are doing. They are so scared to mention the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anywhere for their political interests. Some of them see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as an obstacle, and they will never, ever say anything that has to do with him. They will never mention him in their issues. They always try as much as possible to avoid mentioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, simply because of their own selfish interests. How long are you going to continue to run away from this? And these are people who will come and claim that they are leaders. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come and trash them and throw them to the dustbin where they belong, people will be wondering, why is he speaking in that manner? But we know why he's speaking in that manner. Even upon the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still has to come and remind them. You can imagine. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from this has to remind them to discuss his case in the national conference. But yet, these people continue to pretend. They continue to pretend. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself told them, reminded them that they should talk about his case during their conference. Yet, that wasn't a wake-up call for them. That was the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before that useless conference that they held. Look at it. It was written by, I think it's Punch, yeah? In Punch newspaper. Punch newspaper published it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrote. He said, discuss my case at your national conference. Nnamdi Kanu urges Nigerian Bar Association. Even when he reminded them. Yet, they took him for a joke. The most painful is the people that call themselves Igbo. You might not blame Julius Malema, because myself, right from I know his own line of, I never believe in that line of thought that he's carrying about, talking about Africa, when your own people have not been able to embrace Africa. They have not been able to embrace Africa. And to show you the insincerity is this very aspect of him coming to the Bar Association, whatever they invite him as a guest speaker. As a guest speaker, the major human rights abuse in Nigeria today that everybody knows is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. But he shied away from it. The major human rights abuse that have gathered international attention is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. And anybody that claims to be an activist, you come, you host a talk. Among the bar people, the bar association that has to do with law, and yet he didn't mention it. It means you are a hypocrite. That's what it means. There's no other way to interpret it than that you are a hypocrite. But I have always known that before now. I've always known that. That is why I'm going to... Let me show you the video. The person that they invited that come and preach that they're clapping for. For me, I don't praise people unnecessarily. When you do what is right, just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu always said, we accord you. I'll give you an accolade. When you do that one that is wrong, at the same time, we will call you out. We will call you out. You cannot use your pretense or whatever to make us begin to sing hallelujah for you. It's not going to happen. Our politicians in Biafra land are a strong disappointment. They are nothing but a shame, a disgrace. Those that claim to be elites, every single one of them, whether you are a politician, you are elite, or what kind of, I don't even know, it's not even good to call them elite because they don't merit answering elites. There's none of them that merit it. Calling them elites is just like promoting them unnecessarily. They don't deserve it. Every single one of them, none of them can be trusted. Where they are supposed to fight for the people, they will never do that. Where they are supposed to do things for their people, they will make sure they oppress it and suppress it. They only go into issues that benefit them. Whenever they talk, it is things that benefit them, not the things that benefit the masses. And how long are we going to continue to listen?
No, this is the Nigerian parliament in South Africa. It's those guys who made their own parliament in South Africa. So
this is the reason why we will fight tooth and nail with SA government to get rid of these people. These people must go and fix their countries. Then they cannot come into our country and start creating their own laws and their own states in our country. These are men that are supposed to be in Nigeria fighting Nigerian government there to ensure they get it right as a country. How is Africa going to unite when men like this, grown men like this, are running away from challenges?
strong-looking men.
Yes. So we're going to end this madness. We're going to send all these people back home. They will be forced to build their countries screaming and kicking, whether they like it or not. And no living man will stop what we are doing. Africa must rise, and we will have to push it. For that to happen, we have to push in South Africa. We must deport each and every African in South Africa. Make sure that they go back to their respective countries to fix them. This madness must end. And when we were warning them, Uguti, we will deport them and send them back home empty-handed. It was not a joke. See, now this man used all his savings to build this thing. Now we are going to demolish it. He's going to definitely go back home empty-handed. We are not playing here.
And this is the same reasons. That is why this is the same reasons and the same thing that they're doing in South Africa. That's why Ghana right now is protesting. Ghana is up in flames as we speak. They don't want Nigerians in their own country. They don't want Nigerians in Ghana right now as we speak. Nigerians went to Ghana and they started to build and establish their Igbo and traditional leadership. They said they wanted the king and the kingdom in Ghana. Ghana doesn't want them now. Now they are in South Africa. They want to build their own government. Same thing they're doing in Ghana. They are establishing their own fake parliament in South Africa. This is why we are going to take the very same stance as Ghana. We don't want Nigerians here. We don't want Nigerians in South Africa. South Africans don't want Nigerians in South Africa. They must leave. All of them.
All of them. What is happening in South Africa? This is where the man that called himself Malema come from. You see the new foundation they are building. He has now dragged it into what is happening in Ghana, that is what is supposed to be happening. And this is a community house that they went and destroyed the community house where people gather to meet. They destroyed it, and you see him talking about deporting everybody to move. And the same that this is the man they invited to come and speak. He's come from this very country. What is he doing about this? What is he saying about these issues? What is he doing about it? So when you see, it is very easy to come and make a speech. You come and give an eloquent speech. You come and speak as we are, but in another way around, you are doing a different thing. You are doing a different thing. This is why anybody that is in this line of politics, it doesn't matter the title you give to yourself. Once you're a politician, I have nothing to do with you. I can never trust you. I can never trust a black politician, a black and African politician. I can't trust you. I cannot trust you. But why is this happening? It is because the people we call our representative leaders, they are the one that sold us out. That today we amount to nothing. Anywhere we go. Most time when you see these things, you see they call Nigeria, the attack is on BIAFRANS. More especially the Igbo BIAFRANS. They are the one that are everywhere. They are the one that are everywhere. With all this attack that we are having in all parts of the world, still yet, the people that call themselves elites and Igbos are not sitting down to think. Think, how do we end this embarrassment? The only way the Jews ended their embarrassment was to have their nation, Jewish nation. This was the same thing that was happening to the Jews. Jews were being attacked across the world because they were everywhere doing their businesses, and they are very successful. They were everywhere doing business, and they were very successful. Then jealousy kicked in. When jealousy kicked in, they were being attacked. Every single place where they were doing business, they were attacked. What saved them? How do they manage to gain respect and save themselves. The only way they succeeded in getting respect was to build their own nation. That was the only way. They had to go back and build their own nation. But the people who you call your representative, the politician, the elite, or whatever, the traditional rulers, these are a bunch of betrayers. They have nothing to offer you. This is another one, South Africa.
We are kindly asking, if you know that you are not a South African citizen, may you please stand up and leave our hospital. If you know that you are not a South African citizen, may you please stand up and leave our hospital.
Are you hearing that?
Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. If you are not a South African citizen, please leave our hospital. You need to go and seek medical attention from a private facility, not here anymore.
We are supporting March in March organization. We have started already here to activate hospitals, and the message is very clear. We don't want foreign nationals, documents, no documents.
This is specifically to the MECs of health and the Minister of Health. Stop threatening us with prison. Stop threatening us with prison. It's either you join us in this fight, not unless. Good morning, my good doctors. How are you? How are you, my good doctors? Anyone who's not a South African citizen, just because of this side, please stabilize them. After they've been stabilized, you can discharge them. These people, they have too much privileges to have files in our hospital. It ends here and it ends now. It's a public, it's a South African public hospital. Anyone who's not a South African citizen here may please be stabilized. After that, they leave our hospital.
I just want to send a big thank you to our Patriotic Alliance team. We've been working well together before we even met each other, and now we get to meet each other and continue the patriotic work that we're doing.
My good doctors, may you please stabilize all the foreign nationals. After they've been stabilized, can you please discharge them? They need to go seek medical attention from a private facility, not here. The Constitution allows that. Immigration Act 13 of 2002, Section 17, it simply states that a foreign national needs to have a medical permit and it needs to go to a private facility. You are a refugee. Yes. You came here legally. They could have directed you to the camp. So they could have, whoever who allowed you to be a refugee here, not unless you bought your document. So whoever who allowed you here.
The problem is if I'm not South Africa doesn't even have even one single doesn't have a refugee camp. I'm not in the camp. Whose problem is if I'm not?
Let me answer you then.
Who's the camp so I can go to?
Okay.
Which country do you come from?
I'm from Congo.
Congo.
You're from Congo. What is the nearest country to Congo? If you're seeking refuge in South Africa, because according to foreign policy,
you're supposed to go to
migrate to them.
You're supposed
so you cannot come to South Africa, seek refuge in a wrong country and ask us silly questions, ma'am.
No, the government. Which
government?
The government.
Which government? Which government you're talking about?
Let me tell you something. Shh, keep quiet. We don't have time to reason with foreigners. Leave, my guy.
Let's go, ma'am.
No.
Let's go, ma'am.
Shush. They don't have time to reason with any foreigner.
We don't reason with foreigners. We don't want the reason.
You ran away from your
This
problem.
is happening in their hospital.
You have your own government. Go vote there.
We are not going to stop. We are not going to tone down the heat. We are going to intensify.
When you get well, when you get on that hospital bed, just look at it. Next time when you come, when you want services,
there won't be a next time. There won't be a next time.
You must go to a private clinic or a private hospital. When you get well from our hospital bed, do not come back here. Here, we only allow South Africans only. All hospitals, all public hospitals in KZN, all public clinics in KZN are for South Africans only. Do not ever come back here when you get
in addition to that, my good doctors, after you release these people, you can write them their scripts, but they're not going to use our pharmacy. They must get their medication from private hospitals or from pharmacies, registered pharmacies. No one will get any medication from our hospital if you know that you're not a South African citizen.
The whole of South Africa, it's a crime scene, and we are on the verge of war. It's either the government do the right things, and all the patriots, please, let's fight for our country, because we are on the verge of losing our country.
I guess everything is clear. And my good doctors and good nurses, from now onward, you are not going to see anyone, whether they have asylum permit or whatever. Anyone who does not produce a 13-digit ID that ends with a number that starts with a 08 and another number, you don't see those people. You only see those. But if a person don't have a 13-digit ID that ends with 08 and another number, you don't see that person anymore. The constitution of this country allows that. No foreign national will get medical help from this hospital as of now. If anyone here is a foreigner, please stabilize them and release them out of our hospital. We'll be outside and we are coming to check.
And next time they won't even gain entry. We will be stationed outside.
Every day.
The mind is.
It is
We started at King Dinuzulu Hospital this morning, and we have moved to Eddington Clinic, where we continue with the operation and to ensure compliance. Like I said, we don't want foreigners in our public healthcare facilities, be it the hospitals or clinics. They must go use or utilize private hospitals.
From now on, just know that you must prepare your home country to receive you. So, yeah, KZN is for South Africans.
I just want to get it out there. KZN, please expect the unexpected, because we are not backing down for no one. Mr. President, we're not backing down. SAPS, we're not backing down. Metro, we're not backing down. We are going forward, march and march until we win.
I think some of you might sit and watch this wherever you're watching it from and think it's easy. It's really not. And we need as many of you to come on board as possible, because there's a serious problem that we have in the country. And some of you might look at this and think it's just clinics or healthcare. It's bigger than that. It's much bigger than that. It's giving dignity to South Africans who come to hospitals and clinics, to not come here and spend the whole day trying to get attention. You know, we've got a lot of people who are on medical aid and don't have to be. Really, you can always be a South African and practice patriotism. So don't only want to reap the rewards of what we're doing today, but also be a part of it. So we're calling each and every one of you to also play your part in your communities. You don't even have to join us. Just in your community, make sure you are not buying from illegal immigrants. You're not investing in their businesses. You're not compromising yourself by giving them your IDs, your documents, your place of residence. And you're not assisting them in any way, because that is a crime, by the way, that you are committing. So we're very happy to see more and more patriots on the ground speaking the same message. And we're very happy to see the team, Victoria, Trevor, Tabo, everyone here, all the way from Johannesburg to help us and spread the message, because it's not going to stop now.
You can see the movement that is happening in South Africa. We are Julius Malema, who always come and preach to you Pan-Africa, 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 making noise everywhere. That the Bar Association invited, that came and spoke as an activist and never mentioned Mazen Nandekano in his speech. Some of us don't understand. But I don't blame him. But I ask, those that claim to be the leaders, the politicians, the elites, any one of them that will come across this video, I want to ask them, how do they feel when they hear that there is an attack against their people across the board? Igbo elite, more especially those idiots that claim to be Igbo elites, because I know we don't have any elites. Those politicians who claim to be the representative, those traditional rulers, what is the true role of an Igbo leader? I am asking, what is the true role of an Igbo leader? Who do they rely? Who do they really serve? Who do they really serve? Is it the people, or are they serving the oppressors? And how long shall the people remain victim of their silence? We need answers. We need answers. Things are getting worse every day, and nobody is talking. Nobody is speaking. Nobody is opening mouth to speak on our behalf. You can imagine Mazen Nanikan even sent a request for his case to be discussed during the bar, whatever. And you know what next? They will ignore it. Are they going to discuss it? They ignore it. Somebody who claimed to be an activist all the way from South Africa came, spoke, and never mentioned Mazen Nanikan. Now you know why. And they will be in the front line to begin to tell you about how to form an African whatever, Pan-African this and Pan-African that. But at the same time, I say I do not blame them. What about the idiots who have gone there to say they are standing for you? At a point in time, we had the leader of that bar, whatever, that bar association, their leader was an Igbo man. But in their presence, their own brother had been victimized. Law turned upside down because he's an Igbo person. Yet they did nothing. They have just held a conference, a national conference, and they could not use that conference to make a case for their brother. Stand their ground, gather together, move down to Abuja and shake things out. No. They are all scared. They are all scared. How long are we going to be afraid? For how long are we going to continue to be afraid? For how long? How long are we going to continue to be afraid? At the same time, with all that your fear, you will still come and tell us, you are elite. We clap for you. Oh, elite. We jump and clap for you. It is sad. Our situation is a very pitiable one. We have been attacked all every part of the world. Does it mean that these people that call themselves elite, it doesn't mean that they can't see. Even if they cannot read, can't they see? The Jews faced the same situation, but they ended it by having their own state. Today, there is no Jewish man that is going anywhere to go and beg you that he wants to do this or do that. They go out for investment, and in every part of the world, they still have their investment intact, and they go back home. If you mess up, they fold up, and when they leave, you know they've gone. You will feel the impact. When they leave, you don't even have to tell them to go. When you begin to mistreat them, they will fold their business before your own very eyes, take everything, and they walk away. The other day we were speaking here, you heard how my beloved sister Ijeoma spoke on this platform. The way the Jewish do their business. That before they make their investment, before they deal with you, they will ask you your route. No, whether if their money is going into the hand of the right people. They will find out who they are putting their money in their hand. Because they cannot be sponsoring their enemy. But what we see today are people who claim to be leaders and elite politicians, who claim to be your representative, in the front line of making sure that your voice is not heard. The loss of life we are seeing today, the atrocities we are seeing today, is being superheaded and led by these people who are supposed to represent you. You can imagine the situation of that lady, the girl who they stripped naked, the so-called vigilantes, they formed, strip a lady naked in the public for no just cause, for no reason, nothing, just like that. And instead of the government to fight for her, they came to give one of their useless, the worst speech I have ever seen. Let me see if I can find that speech. The press release that they made. The stupid press release that they gave.
Obtain statements from the suspects and equally obtain statements from the coppers. And we told the coppers the next step we were to take, which was to hand them over to police for investigation. However, the coppers, especially this particular one in the video that is trending, with her parents, somebody who called and said he was the father, pleaded with us that for the sensitive nature of that video, that they wouldn't want the matter, they wouldn't want us to hand them over to police for prosecution. And in their own word, that...
Did you hear that? That the youth covered the strip naked. That her parents say that for the sensitive nature of the video, that they should not hand the people over to the police. Why would you be bringing such kind of idiotic statement out? For what? This is not just a crime against the lady herself. It's a crime against the state. The security outfit that you, assuming you formed it to protect the people, and the security outfit to destroy your name, turn against you, begin to kill the people you are supposed to protect. It's a crime against the state. You don't need anybody's permission to detain them or sack them or jail them. You don't need permission from anybody. But here, they are trying to tell us why they did not arrest them when they are supposed to arrest them, why they still left them roaming about. And even as I tell you, they didn't still take them.
It will go a long way to be against the lady in question, because, as I said, because of the sensitive nature of it. And because there is nowhere, according to them, we can proceed to court to prosecute these people without the evidence. And they wouldn't want the video trending. In fact, they went ahead to plead that any person with the video should delete it. Coming from them, we agreed to that. And there and then, they listed out some of the things they claimed were damaged, including laptop, phones, and other things. And we paid. As I speak to you, they have been on suspension since July. They haven't been receiving salaries. They haven't been on duty. In fact, since July to today, one can describe them as not being members of the security outfit. We kept them within our reach to ensure that, because we told the family that anytime you are ready, you are willing, that we'll take them to court. In further demonstration of our openness and our readiness to be fair to everybody, we are going to take them now, with or without the girl and members of our family. We are going to take them to the police and hand them over to the police. And this is the essence of bringing them out, so that everybody will see them. We are not shielding anybody, because some people have been insinuating, oh, somebody is trying to sweep this under the carpet. And I said, in further demonstration, that is not what we are doing. And the governor of Anambra said, Mr. Governor Chukwuma Soludo, is not interested. He has not sent us out to molest anybody. The core mandate of this outfit is to complement the federal security agencies in the provision of protection of lives and properties in Anambra State. Our job, our duty is for security of lives and properties of the Anambra. We are not here, and everybody, whether Anambra indigenous or anybody living and doing business in Anambra, is protected. Our job is to protect everybody, and we want to assure the Anambra and everybody that once you are in Anambra, Udogachi Agune Chemba is not a group that is set out to intimidate anybody. And we keep calling our people, anytime you see any of our operatives going outside their mandate, please bring the complaints to us. And you can be sure that we are going to handle the matter to your satisfaction.
Whatever may be the offense the young lady have committed, there are better ways to address it, but not to brutalize her. A core member for that matter. Whatever she may have done, if Udogachi as a group knows that they don't have prosecutorial power, the right thing to do was to arrest her like you arrest somebody and hand her over to the police. You can't dehumanize those you are supposed to protect. You can't maltreat those you are supposed to protect. It goes to show in clear time, because I have said it time and time again, that these people are not trained. You don't take guns and hand over to irresponsible people and ask them to descend on the citizen and deal with them. It is sad and unacceptable. They should be disbanded and trained and properly prepared to be a security outfit. Get them properly educated. Get them properly indoctrinated into the principles of a modern society. It is only at such a time that they can operate. But as at now, they should be disbanded. This is a case one too many.
Now you have seen it, how the Anambra state government is running the country with the state with talks. And when you hear them make a speech, you think they are making that speech to correct something. Nothing. They are not doing to correct anything. They only try to do it because, and it took them many days after the family of after people came into the issue and began to share the video and it went viral. That was when they came up with this nonsense they are showing here. That is how bad it is. That we don't have anybody to represent us. You don't have. I do not have. What crime have we committed? What crime have we committed? The silence of the Igbo politicians. Complicity in the blood of their own people. Why? My brother Greg, you're welcome. Go ahead and speak to us, bro Greg. Take the mic.
Yeah, Maz, good morning, good afternoon. Please,
Good morning, my brother.
Let brother Christian go first, please. I just need about 3 minutes. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, bro Christian.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, and that.
So, yeah, for actually, while I decided to come in because fortunately, I think you've also seen the same thing because you were dealing with the same topic. So it's good that you're aware of it. So, but the other surprise was showing what was happening.
Hello, my wonderful people. As we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.